People now have come up, the music is up, the struggle songs are getting heated because people now are beginning to understand that we are approaching the elections on the 7th of May. We are about now to talk to... All right, thank you very much. We are about now to get to the gist of the issues as will be presented by the representatives of the political parties that are here with us. They will be telling us about the key elements of their manifestos in terms of that which they will be doing for people in this local municipality, the Mbashe local municipality, which we have already mentioned that it's a rural municipality dependent largely on agriculture and self-help Vukuzenzele kind of projects. They will be telling us about the economic programs that they will be introducing to assist people here to develop this area further. Now, we're going to start with the African National Congress, which currently is in control of this municipality here. But I want to start, Mlibo, with the issue that we know that has affected this municipality, the issue of instability, which we have seen in this municipality, where your members in the council actually colluded with opposition parties within the council to pass a vote of no confidence against the mayor who comes from the ANC, which actually destabilized in a way this municipality. I just want to find out whether, given all the subsequent processes in terms of the by-elections that we have seen and the replacement of those councillors which we have expelled, whether there is now a return of political stability in this council.
Yes, most definitely sure. As African National Congress, we want to assure the people of Mbashe that post all those skirmishes, we have stabilized the environment. The municipality is now focusing. I have seen for myself that free basic services are to be extended to the poor and vulnerable families of this area. And I think administratively, this municipality, as an indicator of Auditor General, is showing signs of being an auditable municipality in the province of the Eastern Cape.
Right.
And I think their systems of supply chain, their issues of administration and management are also going to be consolidated very soon. And we are quite optimistic that on the 7th of May, all those things will be the things of the past.
Right. I want to hear from Cope because you were also involved. If you can just pass the mic over to him. You were also very much involved in that instability that we have seen in this municipality in terms of your members working together with the ANC to ensure that you remove the mayor. Tell us briefly about what did you want to achieve and whether that in itself did not have a negative impact on the services in this municipality?
Thank you very much, Tammy. We were involved in all what was happening in this municipality because we wanted stability. Those councillors that were from the ANC that collaborated with the councillors from COPE wanted to change the municipality for the better.
Right.
That was the reason behind the whole thing, because there has been no service delivery altogether in this municipality. Now, when they sat down and thought of it, they could come up with a decision which bound them together in terms of trying to change.
Is there stability now? Seeing that we've had by-elections, and is there stability in the council? Is it able now to do and to provide services to people here?
You see, Tammy, the only problem that can make me not to precisely say there is stability, it's because it is towards elections.
Right.
And now everybody wants to be seen as delivering to the people. But this thing was here. You know, there's a lot of surveys that have been conducted around this area, Tammy.
Okay.
And we were proved to be the poor of the poorest in this area.
Right.
But until now, we are still poor, Tammy. But now, because there's elections that are coming next door, now everybody is here showing people that they can do anything for them. But
I want to hear from the DA. What is it that you think, if you could have power under your control in this municipality, what would you do?
I would cut corruption.
Okay.
Create more jobs. Because if there is corruption in any municipality or in any government, services will definitely be affected negatively. For instance, this municipality is marred with corruption, Tammy.
Right.
I'll raise few issues. There was a manifesto here, the ANC manifesto. This municipality paid for taxis to deliver or to transport people here to this manifesto launch. That is not supposed to be happening, because that money should have been used to deliver services to the people. So if you don't cut corruption, then services will never be delivered to people the way they should be.
Corruption, the waste, the wastage in the council. I want to hear to the new player before I come to the UTM. The new player, UNICO, looking just at the way you have emerged as a political party, coming from COPE, which itself came from the ANC, and now you are another breakaway that you have formed yourself. What is it that you think that people will believe you when you come to them, having been to all these political parties and now standing alone? What credibility do you have as this new party, UNICO, that you think they will attract people to vote for you?
Thanks very much, Tommy. Firstly, I must put it clear that we are not the breakaway party.
Okay.
We have established this organization. This organization is new, and it is an organization
formed by a former leader of COPE.
No, formed by members, and we took that leader as somebody who have got the credibility, who can lead this organization.
Right.
So we told him that come, Changisa, to lead this organization.
Okay.
This organization has got this agenda of defending our revolution. This organization has got this agenda of fighting corruption. You can hear from my colleagues here talking about these municipalities. It is not Mbashe alone. You can see all these municipalities in the Eastern Cape have got bad, reports, audit reports.
Right.
So it means there is a lack of good administration. Therefore, we're going to intervene on that by deploying people with credibility, people with potential, and as well, those councillors must be elected by people.
Right.
The councillors, because they've got a role to play, the role to play of oversight function.
Right.
That is a problem, and we are here as UNICO to emerge as such.
I want to hear from the UDM. UDM used to have quite a huge presence in the rural villages of this area. Is that support, there's a view that in fact that support is dwindling now. What happened to that?
Tammy, first of all, let me start off by kicking off and say to you, you must have heard my colleagues talking about corruption.
Right.
We launched our manifesto some few weeks back, and the theme of our manifesto is saying corruption destroys the gains of our freedom.
Right.
That's the theme. Coming to what you are saying, before I unpack what I'm saying about corruption, there's no way that one can say our support is dwindling.
Right.
After these elections, these recent elections, which were here in Mbashe, UDM won one of the wards. That tells you...
But you've got 2 seats now. How many seats do you have?
I mean, here in Mbashe.
All right.
No, not seats. I'm talking about wards.
Okay.
We do have one ward,
okay,
which we control, which came as a result of the support of the people of this area.
Right.
Now, I'm trying to dispute the fact that our support is dwindling.
Okay.
If one looks into our numbers, this is multi-dimensional. It's not only about numbers, it's also about the political stability.
Right.
Talking about corruption, you will recall that even the reason that there were by-elections here was as a result of the cooperation between those ANC councillors who were expelled because they happened to cooperate with opposition parties, including the UDM. This, as you will recall, and some members will recall, emanated from this 28 million rand, which was unaccounted for by the mayor. That's still a case that's sub judice.
Right.
I won't get into that.
Okay.
But seemingly, recently, sites were sold by the municipality, sites that were vacant in this town.
Right.
Those sites, the information that has come to our disposal as the UDM is that those sites were sold in the main to the members of the EXCO. Now you ask yourself, as a public rep, why would you start yourself?
I just want you to
I'm
hold
fighting,
that
I'm
thought.
talking about
No,
corruption.
Just hold that thought. I understand that. I just need to take a commercial break, and then we're going to come back and unpack this issue of corruption, especially with the ruling party, because it keeps coming, and it seems to suggest that it's actually the ANC that is involved in this corruption. But we'll unpack all these issues when we come after this commercial break.